Okay, we are live. Hello, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Let's wait a minute or two for everyone to join. Okay, I can see people joining. Hello, hello. Let's wait a couple of seconds more. All right, I guess we can start. So today we have topic focused around our updated version 5.0. So today I will walk you through new changes to our UI first, but also we will go through new features in version 5.0 and above. Yeah, but we will start with quick PowerPoint, just few slides around the update, how to get prepared, and how to validate update as well. Okay, I can see some people joined, so let's start. All right, so in the agenda, how to request an update, how to validate the update, new changes in UI, and new features with 5.2 and above. And at the end of today's session, we should have some time for questions and answers. So you can post them on chat, and after my part, we will go through those questions. So please use chat if you have any thoughts, feedback, or questions. Okay, so let's start with quick path how to request for an upgrade. So the fastest way, the easiest way is throughout the Jira. So our Jira ticketing system. You can create ticket, name it to upgrade to version X. It can be 5.2, 5.3, which will be soon released. So just create a ticket, include your preferred date and time. Upgrade sometimes takes just a minute or two, but usually we require like 30 minutes window for the update. So please also give us suitable time for date and time for for your update. Yeah, the whole communication is done under the Jira ticket, so everything is in one place. And for those customers that would like to also verify everything before getting the update on live environment, there is option to get trial version updated with the newest version with your production database from your production executive automation environment, live environment. You can get the same data on a trial with newest version to validate your scripts, how new version works with your scripts. You can check if everything is working as it was with the previous updates. Right, and one more thing about Jira access. So by standard, 5 users per company, per customer. They can be as a Jira users. They can use Jira to raise the tickets. If you don't have this access or you have a problem with it, please contact your customer success manager, or you can contact our support on email directly as well, that something is wrong with Jira and you cannot access it. All right, so once we got the update on our live environment, or if we want to use this trial option, then we should validate if this update with 5.0 version and above is working fine. Why we have the session, and why we ask you to validate everything, and also we propose those trials. That's all because this 5 version and above, this was the biggest update that we released to the application. It changed the UI. It changed also the backend a bit of the application. So there are multiple changes, plenty of changes that might affect your scripts. So to double check, to be 100% sure, it's good to validate this update, because if there are any problems, any errors, we can help with that, or just find the solution. All right. So how to validate this update? So first of all, we should execute most critical scripts and validate their outcome. So especially with this trial option, you can compare how scripts behave when executed on live environment with previous version, and how they behave executed on new version. So the most critical processes, most critical test cases, to be 100% sure, it's good to execute them, check how they work. But it's also worth validating the packages of testing. So also, if you have already some schedulers that you use for regression, for smoke testing, then it's good to also compare the scheduled execution with between those versions, to see how the scheduler behaves. Yeah, and you should compare first the results. This is the first thing we need to verify if our scripts are not failing for some reason. But also you can validate times of execution. So it is also crucial information for us if your scripts will slow down. Of course, our intention is to have scripts executed a bit faster than it was on previous versions. So if you will notice any longer executions, that's really good, worth information for us. So you can also raise the tickets on that after update scripts are taking longer. We would need to verify something like that. And to validate execution, also it is important to run scripts which works with integrations, some third-party applications, ISVs, and so on. So if you have processes that they work on third-party applications outside Dynamics, it's also worth to run especially those test cases to verify how they behave after an update. Yeah, so that would be for execution validation. But we what you can validate as well is the recording. So it is important to also verify how recording works, especially on the third-party platforms. Version 5.0 and above should be much more competent in third-party applications, in your integrations. So first of all, you can validate how it works on your existing scripts, on your existing platforms that you already tested with executive automats. But right now, what you can validate is as well platforms that they didn't work, or you checked them and you were not satisfied with the recordings. Right now, with new version, for sure, you can check those. If they are getting recorded, if they are getting played as expected. And also today I will show you the extension. So you will see how to use extension. And extension for executive automats is especially created for integrations and third-party software outside Dynamics. So for sure you can validate this one as well with the extension and in general with new version. Yeah, but from other things, there are some basic things that you should validate. If you have the same amount of scripts, projects, schedulers, of course, this is the IT world. Something may go wrong with the update, with the migrations to the database. So this is like a basic thing that you should validate. If you have all of your scripts, all of your projects, schedulers, because nothing should disappear during the update. So if something disappeared, something is not visible, not present, you should report that immediately to us. So please verify also, just the table content for each table inside the application. Yeah, verify documentation generation, especially if you used any templates, any translations. Please verify if this still works as it was with old version, and as well, again, report everything that you found not working or working in the wrong manner. Yeah, and the last thing worth checking is the DevOps integration in general, but especially this functionality to get results from DevOps from executed scripts. So also, if you use Azure DevOps integration and this results in DevOps option, it would be worth to validate this one as well. But DevOps integration in general should be validated. Of course, there are other things which you might check. You can verify your linked scripts as well, your end-to-end scenarios. So if you use end-to-end testing and you have linked scenarios, you should execute them as well. Verify if they work as intended. If you use Power BI integration, then this should be verified as well. And in general, if you will face any issues, anything not working as expected, as you would like to have it work, please report everything to our support, to our Jira. Every information like that is really worth for us because we can adjust and we can improve our quality with every update. So the more you report, the more information we have, and we can make better solutions. All right, so what we will see today. So first, we will see changes with the UI itself. So we will start with a dashboard, changes in settings, script utilities, so completely new place, new tab within the application, changes to projects, schedulers, script linking, and there are not too many changes for script recording and playback, but there is really one useful change that I want to show you. And then I will also show you the new features with the version 5.2. So this is the newest version that we have. So I will show you all the newest features that we released. So AI chat assistant, extension for the recorder and player, native code, AI steps and AI agents, and then AI recovery. Right, and that would be it for my PowerPoint presentations. Now I will share my screen and we will jump into the application itself. Again, I remind you that if you have any questions right now to me, just post them on chat, and then by the end of the call, I will answer them. All right, so let me share the screen. Okay. You should be able to see this. Let me just add it to the stage. And all right, so first let's start with the UI itself. So our intention was to change the UI framework. This was the most important for us. Our old UI, our old framework was outdated, was not getting updated anymore. So we wanted, from some time already, we wanted to change the UI. So with this new version, the biggest change is that we changed the whole framework of our UI. So we made this application a little bit more user-friendly, more modern, but our intention was to keep all the functionalities working the same. So we didn't want to change how the application works. We just wanted to change how it looks and make some parts of the application easier, requiring less steps, less clicks, but in general, all of the features, they work the same. The only exemption is the scheduler. There is one major change. We will go through that today as well. But in general, what you can keep in mind is that the application looks different, but still works on the same way. So you don't need to learn the whole application from scratch. All right, so let's start with the changes. So the first biggest change with new UI is the dashboard. So now we have a dashboard first of all, and also dashboard works right now as a main page of our application. And for now, it contains 4 widgets. So every like tile here is a separate widget, which can show few different things. So first one is for scheduler. So here we can display progress report from scheduler's executions. So here I can see different playbacks of the same selected scheduler, and I can see how the results from this scheduled execution changed. So what we can see here, that more or less 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 executions were similar, but then the 6th execution was much more error, getting more errors. So we can see that our application was stable, but then it started to get errors from testing. So this might be hint for us that something didn't work with our tests or with the environment in general. This kind of amount of tests failed. So this is the scheduler widget and the progress report. So here you can switch those schedulers. You can use different ones and follow the progress report, how your testing is going on. And then below we have planned executions. So here we will see every scheduler that is active, that is waiting for the execution. So if you have scheduled executions, they will be displayed here under planned executions. There is also recently executed scripts. So this is like a simple history for us to see last 5 executed scripts. And then we have also disk space. Very often for customers with a lot of scripts, when they execute scripts also with screenshots, with videos, documentation, very often that they might use all the disk space. So now there is a widget that will show you how many gigabytes you have, and if you are getting to use all the space of your disk, then this is also like signal for you to maybe clean up the screenshots, which you can do in the settings on global settings, or you can also contact us and we may find together some solution to get rid of the used space. So this is what we have for a dashboard right now. So right now we have only 4 widgets released, but the intention for us is to extend this dashboard. With new versions, you will receive more widgets, more screens that you can use, and you will be able to also shape how the dashboard looks. So you will be able to make changes here, use more or less screens, widgets. So you will have control how your dashboard looks like. But for now, this is still not editable because we have only those 4. So all of them are on the dashboard right now. Okay, so this is a big change, but this is completely something new to the application. And let's jump right now to projects. And inside projects, we have few changes. First of all, if I will select any project, you can see that we have less tabs here. And also under the details, we have a lot less options here. So right now for project, we have a name, we have description, and the run mode, integration, and that's all. So previously we had multiple fields here on the details, like start date, end date of a project, also the project category, project owners. So we saw for dozens of clients that we checked that those fields were not used too often. Usually customers just left it blank or gave just some placeholder for the fields, but they didn't use this feature. So we decided to simplify details a bit. So we left only the project name and the description, and all the other fields that were not used too often by the customers. They were not also affecting how project works. So that's why we decided to remove all those options. So right now you will see the simplified details section for a project. Also, we combined a few tabs which were here in one header, in one line. And right now we created a new tab, which is the configuration. And here you will find all of the settings of your project. So here you will see assigned system definitions, assigned virtual users, user groups, global Excels, and also rules for Azure DevOps integration. So all of the settings, all of the things that are connected to configuration of a project, they are right now under this tab. So it also simplifies the work with projects. And one more change was made on the project creation. Now you can select project or sub-project when you create new. And when you select the project, you can, during this project creation, already select which systems and which virtual users are available for a newly created project. So this also simplifies this whole project creation process. You need less clicks because you just name the project, select environments and users, and once you create project, you can start script creation in it. So we don't need to later on go to configuration to make changes. All right, and in the rest inside projects stayed the same. Of course, it looks a bit differently, but in general, all the functionalities stayed the same, work the same. So still under quick actions, you have scheduled execution, export to test plans for Azure DevOps. So there are no more bigger changes. Bigger changes, again, they will affect settings. And inside settings, you can for sure see that we have much less options here. That's because we grouped a few things, but also there are two settings, two features from the settings that we removed entirely from the application. So first setting that we removed is project categories. So I already mentioned that we had on the details of every project, we had field which was project category, and project categories, they were created in the settings. So once we removed this field from projects, then of course we also removed this option from the settings. So you will not find any more project categories inside settings. And there is one more feature that we removed entirely from the application, and this is the storages. So inside settings, you on the older version, you may find storages section, which allows you to make integration between executive automats and Azure storages. This feature was outdated. I would say it was created a few years ago for some proof of concepts, for some testing for us. But then market went completely different way than we thought that it would. So later on, this feature was not used by our customers. We use it very rarely. So again, we decided that this feature is not needed anymore, not used by the customers. So again, it was removed entirely from the application. So also under settings, you will not find storages anymore. All right, and there are also things which are missing from the settings. Here in previous version under settings, we had also many things that we created under settings, but later on we use them inside the scripts. And by that I mean the global variables, number sequences, everything was under the settings module. But we didn't like that, and things like number sequences, they are not the settings in general, so they shouldn't be under the settings. So that's why with new UI we made this change. We took all those things from the settings, and we created completely new tab under script list, which is script utilities. So this tab, this module is completely new. It was not present with older UI. And under script utilities, you can find all of the things that were inside settings in previous version, in previous UI. And here there are the things that you can use within your script. So here you can create entities, artifacts that you will use later on within your script. So that's why here we have global variables, global excels, number sequences, KPIs, and also code templates at the end. So right now, don't look for the number sequences or global variables inside settings. Right now, check script utilities tab. We think that it makes application more clear, and also it doesn't confuse the customers why we create number sequences in the settings. So this is also a pretty big change. Right, then inside settings we don't have more changes. We had users and user groups as a separate tabs. We combined those, so you may also see some groupings done, but in general there are no more major changes inside the settings. All right, what else changed, and this is really something that I would like to show you, is the way how you operate with end-to-end scenarios. So let me open the end-to-end scenario example, and we made the very nice change for end-to-ends, because with previous UI it was a bit difficult to work with end-to-end scenarios where we had multiple scripts linked. To make any changes, we needed to open every script. Usually we were opening them in new tabs because it was easier to manage each script. But right now we introduced a new feature, which is called linked map. So when you click on it and you have some scripts which are linked to your actual script, then you can navigate through whole end-to-end scenario. So here you can open any script from the scenario, make changes here, then you can quickly go back to the main script, main scenario. So this linked map is really cool because it allows you to quickly navigate through the linked scenario to make changes, and also to easily go back to the main scenario. So this is something which really helps, and this is a nice change for script linking. But in general, script linking works the same way we override variables, add scripts. There is only the change to navigate through end-to-end scenarios. All right, and then the last major change, last bigger change was made for the schedulers. So let me open one of my prepared schedulers, and here on the details we didn't make too many changes. So here everything works the same. You name the scheduler, select the start date, you can limit the parallel executions, use the retries, recurring, and so on. Override was grouped and moved to the right, but here on the details there are not too many changes. What changed though is the Gantt scheduler. So on the previous UI, when we created scheduler, we had this selection if we want to use basic scheduler or Gantt scheduler. We made like few iterations for scheduler functionality, but at the end we were not satisfied how it worked and how we were scheduling the tests, and it was also difficult for us to keep both scheduler modes in the application. Customers were confused which scheduler mode to use for which types of testing. So right now we changed the Gantt scheduler completely. We can even say that we removed Gantt scheduler from the application, and right now it's changed to the flowchart. But as you can see, I have two options in my scheduler, which is the simple view and flowchart. That's because there is no more selection between basic and different type of scheduler. Right now, you just create one type of scheduler, which has two options to schedule tests, two options to display your scope of scheduler. So in simple view, you can see exactly the same table like you had with old basic scheduler and the flow tab. On previous UI, there was a flow tab where we had the table where we can add our scripts to the scheduler. So this one stayed the same. Of course, it looks a bit different. What I can add, that right now we can use right click here to add scripts to the groups, to remove scripts from the list. So it's also easier to manage that table. Also, if you edit, you can edit things like the repeat count, run mode, configuration, overrides, or delays for each line here. So also this right click on the mouse is really useful. And then then the simple view exactly works as the previous flow tab. So let's jump into the flow chart, because this is something that replaced the Gantt scheduler. Right now it is not called Gantt scheduler because for Gantt scheduler we require the timeline, and as you can see here we don't have timeline. We removed timeline entirely from the scheduler, and now this flowchart simply displays the same thing as a simple view, but with this like flow or a sequence manner, which allows you to also point out exact start time for each script. And what you can do here, instead of moving scripts on the timeline where you were never completely sure if script will start on the selected date, that was because of the time zones differences. We never had the exact end time of our scripts, of our tasks here. So also it was hard to get this exact start date for the next scripts. So right now, instead of putting date for each task, right now you can simply delay every task from the start date. So if you would like to have this script start after an hour after the start date, you can put this delay by right click, and then in seconds you can give it here like more seconds. Oh, 1 0 too much. Okay. Yeah, to wait for even an hour, or as you saw, even 10 hours is possible. So here, instead of moving scripts on the timeline, just delay your scripts from the selected start date. So it makes it easier for us, for the scheduler to get the right tasks on the right time, but also for you to set up your flowchart, especially for performance testing when we need to make some dependencies between scripts, to wait for some scripts before they can be executed. This new way makes it much simple to know when each script will start. So this is really big change, one of the biggest with new UI. Sorry, and yeah, please also during your validations of a trial with new version, also try to use this flowchart, this scheduler, to verify how it works. Okay, and that would be all for the biggest UI changes. But with 5.0 version, we also introduced few completely new features which were not present in the older version. Okay, so first of all, we introduced a new extension option. So inside the application, you have a standard. Let me just take some example here. Yeah, we have the standard player and recorder. So when you press on the play or on the record, it opens new tab in your browser, and then it opens the platform and also player and recorder. And why we created this extension? Because the way how our recorder and player connects to the tested platforms, to the tested environments, is through the server. It creates a proxy server, proxy session to kind of inject player and recorder to the tested platform. And this works perfectly in most of situations, in most of the cases of applications on the market. But there are like few situations, examples, cases where the way how our recorder and player connects to the tested platform blocks the option to create steps on our recorder and also to play back some steps on our player. So that's why the easiest and the fastest solution that we could deliver to our customers to get rid of this issue where the way how we connect with player and recorder blocks option to record actually the script. Then we thought that we can use the extension to the browser because it will give us like a direct connection to the tested platform. So we won't need to connect to the platform through the server. So for all those problematic integrations or applications that were not recorded because of this issue, this extension solves this. So this is the first thing, the first and the major reason why this extension was created, because for some third-party platforms integrations, the way how we connect to the environment was blocking it, and extension doesn't have this problem. So this is the first thing, but also because of this way how extension connects to the tested platforms, we were able also to introduce new things, new features to the recorder and player. One of those features is AI actions step that works only with the background executions and the extension. So this AI feature is not present for the classic recorder and player, but you can use it with the extension. All right, so how to get extension installed and how to use it. So first of all, you need to download it. So under your user profile, there is option to download extension. So if you're maybe one more thing here, if you're satisfied with classic player and recorder, with your test cases, if you use only Dynamics 365 and you don't need to use any AI steps within your scripts, then you don't even need to download this extension. You don't need to use it. But in the case that you have some platforms and you tried to record them with classic recorder and it didn't work, so then please give it a try with the extension. especially for those platforms. Yeah, so the main purpose for the extension is to work outside of Dynamics for all of the more problematic applications. Yeah, so once you download the extension from the user profile, it will be downloaded as a zip file. So first of all, we need to unzip the folder downloaded, and then you can go to extensions in your browser, and you need to be in developer mode. So you need to have this switch on, and then you can load unpacked extension, and it will be installed. Important thing is to check the details and see if we have this option allow in incognito, because this is required to make it work. And once you have it, you can refresh Executive Automats application, and then when you press on the three dots next to the player or recorder, you will see that a new recorder type will appear, which is the extension. Yeah, and right now I will prepare a few scripts with the extension, but before I will do that, let's jump to our next feature, which is the AI chat assistant. So next to the contact button, there is right now option to get AI chat. So AI chat assistant is the integrated LLM model. So you can integrate actually your own LLM model to Executive Automats to have this assistant and which can answer some questions. But no matter which provider and model for LLM you will select, because there is selection, you can choose between different ones. No matter which one you will select, all of them, they have a layer with Executive Automats knowledge from our knowledge base. So no matter which chat and provider you will select, this chat should be able to answer all of the standard questions like typical LLM, but also the questions regarding the Executive Automats itself. So we can ask him questions like how to authenticate virtual users. I think there is a mistake. Okay, authenticate. So if I will ask him, he should provide me the answer also around the application itself. So we can ask him questions like how to do things within Executive Automats. So if you have some simple questions and you don't want to raise the tickets to our support, you can always try to use this chat assistant. As you can see, he gave me the full instruction how to create virtual user, how to authenticate it, some even tips and some other information that I didn't even ask for. So yeah, really good option to get knowledge about Executive Automats itself. But also, if you use advanced code feature and you need to prepare some code, this chat assistant is really good for that as well. You can ask him to prepare JavaScript code that will work with advanced code. So yeah, this is also a very good use case of this assistant. And to have this chat assistant, you need to prepare the settings. Here under global settings, right now there is new section, which is AI configuration. So here you can select different providers of LLM models. So depending on which one you want to use, you can select the correct one. I use the OpenAI, but the same way you can also use Google and Gemini instead of ChatGPT. If you like Gemini better, you can use it. And then from your LLM model, you should generate API access key and then paste it here. If model has multiple versions, multiple options, you can also select which model you want to use, and also limit the token per step per use. So if you don't want to waste some tokens, you can limit this. If you are afraid that too many tokens of your AI will be used. So after checking the connection, you should see if the integration works, and then you are able to have this chat working. All right, so now we have a few features which I would like to show you, and for that I will use the extension. So let me create new script. I will create it in training, and let's use it. Let's name it as AI features. All right, for that I will not use Dynamics environment. Instead, I will use just our website X Plus Global, because I want to show you a few different things, and on this page it would be the easiest. And for that features, I need to use extension. As I mentioned, for AI steps, for the native code, 2 new features, we have to use extension. So let's start the recording with extension. You will see the first difference with extension recorder is that it opens a completely new window, and you have to click on this extension panel to show player and recorder. All right, now my page is open. You can check on the link that right now link looks completely normal, completely standard. This is just linked to the platform. There is no this proxy server, this proxy session that is created with standard recorder and player. And then on the recorder and player, everything works the same. This is just different way to connect to the tested platforms, but the functionalities of recorder and player, they are all the same. Okay, and right now I mentioned that we have 2 new options for this extension. First one is under the code step. So you know already the expression, advanced code, and code templates. But right now, with new version, there is also option which is native code. The difference between native code and advanced code is only with the trigger, the executor of the code. So with advanced code, it goes through the server. Again, with native code, it doesn't go through the server. It is executed directly in the browser. So with this native code, we are not limited that much. We can use much more options, much more functions from JavaScript, from TypeScript. And yeah, one of the features, frameworks that right now are working with the native code is the Puppeteer. And Puppeteer is the test automation framework that allows us to create automated scripts, automated tests for any web applications, web platforms, and this is well-known framework. And now Executive Automats integrates with it. So even if extension is used, and you will see situation where some steps are not created and you cannot record something, right now with this native code, you have option to use Puppeteer, but to make it work. And for the Puppeteer, you can use JavaScript code, so you can basically automate any platform, any site. So, all right, let's maybe create our first native code step. So let's imagine that I would like to record clicking on Contact Us, but step is not created with classic recording. So then it means I need to find other solutions. So for instance, I can use Puppeteer for that to automate this step. So let's name step like click on Contact Us, and how to write the code. So first of all, I should get the locator. Puppeteer and any other test automation frameworks, they work with locators. They need to have locator to locate elements on the page. So first of all, we should get locator of this Contact Us button. And there is right now very easy way how we can get this locator, and we need to use inspect for that. So when you right click on the page, you can open the developer tools. And right now with DevTools, there is new feature which is recorder. And this recorder can show me directly locators for the puppeteer. All I have to do is just create recording and press start recording. And right now, browser will also save steps for me. So as you can see, if I clicked on contact us, it created step here. And what I can do, I can show code for my step, which I created. So here I can see code, puppeteer code for my clicked element, for my selected element. So here I can see direct locator for a puppeteer for my selected element. There are multiple locators for this one button. So there are four locators, but actually, or 5 locators even, but only one is required. I will use the first one on the top. So right now on my native code, I need to write puppeteer code. So for puppeteer, we need to use asynchronous code. So we need await functionality function. Sorry, and then the code itself is pretty simple. We need to locate page, and on the page we want to locate the locator which I copied from the recorder, and then I need to give him an action. So I want to click on the element. The same way you can also type value or even hover mouse under on the element, and many multiple things with this puppeteer can be done. I will use this just one line to click on the element. Also, a new thing that I wanted to show you on player and recorder is this red flag, because it allows me to quickly change recording position. So if I will reset my recording position, this red line shows me where new steps will be added. So right now, with this new UI, you have very quick option to change recording position. So this is working on the extension, but also on the classic recorder and player. So you don't need to select step, go to quick actions, and change recording position. Instead, you have a button for that. All right, and the next and the last thing actually from this extension is the AI step, AI action, which I want to show you. An AI action can do basically the same, and can automate step for me, but with the AI without creating recording steps by itself. So here I can use the prompt, I can use the instruction to tell my script what to do. And there are 2 options. You can use simple prompts or more advanced prompts with the agent option. So I will use agent option, and I will tell him to complete contact form from below, provide random values for all the fields. So this is my prompt. I don't need to record anything. I just need to give instruction for AI agent. And when I add this step to my process, we will see what it do, and let's see how our whole script ends. So first of all, my puppeteer step should click on contact us, and then I asked AI to complete this form below. So it should type the company name, first name, last name, and let's see how it works on Playboy. So these are two newest features for us. This native code, which allows us to use multiple frameworks for the JavaScript and TypeScript, like Puppeteer, for instance. But there is also one more cool framework that we integrate right now on, which works with AI. So if you integrate execute automats with AI, with your model, you can also use native code to write code that will also interact with AI. So this is also something possible now with this native code. All right, as I saw, this click on contact us worked. Let's see what our agent is thinking right now. Okay, so he is trying to find steps that he needs to do. All right, so now he knows what he needs to do. So it typed the company name. Now, next field on the contact form is industry. So to continue, it needs to type the random value for it. Okay. So as you can see, with single step, there are multiple actions done by the AI agent. So this is very good option to automate some things that are popping up on our screen, or for the situations where with classic recording steps are not created, steps are not working, then instead of classic steps you can use this AI as well to make it work. And another very good use case is the validation, because you can also ask this agent to validate things if your invoice amount is correct, or if your expected result was met, if something happened on the screen, then this agent should be able to verify that as well. Yeah, and the last thing from my side that I want to show you is AI recovery step. I will not play back any more script. I just want to show you how to turn it on and how it works. So let me open some script which I used in the past. So the last feature that was presented regarding AI is the AI recovery. So right now, for every script in the details, under more options, you have also option to enable AI recovery. By the default, it is disabled. So you can switch this to enabled if your script was working previously, but it stopped working, and right now script fails without a reason. So then you can use AI recovery to make script working, to fix the step. But it can go even further. The main use case is, of course, if step was working previously, but right now it is not working, then this AI recovery should bypass this, should make it work. But not even that. Our agent, our AI recovery, can even fix the logic within the script. Now, I will show you the example of it, where my step to click post was disabled, but then I used AI recovery, which saw that click OK cannot be executed because there is no click post on the step list. But still, agent was able to find out what happened, what was wrong within the script, and it found out that click OK was failing because it was missing click post button on the command bar. So as you can see, this AI can not only fix broken steps, but even broken logic within a script, because as you can see, it automatically clicked on the post even without step for it. So there was no step, but still it was able to do that. And then in this script also I used AI agent to verify my invoice. So I told him to verify if this invoice was posted and if amount was not higher than 500. So again, without get value steps, without conditional steps, I used like single step to verify two conditions, and agent did that for me. So this is also something new, which you can test out, to use agents to validate your expected results, and also this AI recovery to fix scripts, fix broken steps, broken scripts. Of course, in some situations there won't be other choice to record new steps, but for some other situations, this AI recovery should fix the script, should help as well. Right, that would be all from my side. And right now, let me check the chat if we have any questions to myself. Let me just minimize that. And in meantime, once you will post your questions, I just want to promote our webinar that will happen on September 25 at 4 p.m. Central Europe time. This will be webinar around our discovery application and also the licenses, security, and process discovery, process recognition by our observability application, and on the licenses, on the security, and around this November event from Microsoft. Yeah, so I encourage you to join, and let's see if we have any more questions, comments. Okay, can't see any questions to myself. If anything will pop up afterwards, feel free to contact our support through the Jira or through the email. You can contact me directly as well. So if anything will pop up to your mind around the new version or our applications in general, feel free to contact us. And thank you for today's session, for your time. Oh, okay, we got the question how you use a variable in a Puppeteer code. Yeah, so if you want to use the variable within the code, no matter if this is for Puppeteer or for anything else, then you can use this formula, which is script, and then dot, and then you will be able to select a variable from your script. So you can do it like that: script, then dot, and then the variable name. You can type it or select it. Sometimes Puppeteer will require you to create your own variable, so you can just create a const or variable. Let's say has equals to the variable from your script. So sometimes we will need to do it like that, but in general, this way script dot in variable name should work in most of the cases. Okay, do we have anything else? Okay. Thank you, Martin, for a really good question. And thank you guys for joining. We don't have any more questions. So take care and see you next time. Bye-bye.